Hello and welcome back. Tonight we are going to talk about the Busher Stakes and the Gotham Stakes. They are both on Saturday at Aqueduct. And of course, the Gotham is part of the Derby Trail. And it's kind of strange because Aqueduct already ran a 9 furlong race. Here we are cutting back to 1 mile, but that's how it is. And the Busher is also 1 mile, so let's start off with that. And we'll just go down the list and start off with Nikon. Number 1, Nikon. She was second in the Cash Run Stakes at Gulfstream Park on January 1. And I like the effort. We have the clip up here. She's in between horses. And at first it looks like she's going to finish third. Chicane is on the lead. Hot Diva's on the outside. And when Hot Diva passes them, I think it motivates Nikon to try harder. Or maybe Chicane got tired, but I still thought Nikon put in a good effort. And she's going to pick up second over Chicane at the last moment. And again, I thought it was a good effort. She has a stalking style. And if Paradise runs in this race, I think that stalking style will work out pretty well because Paradise might have to duel with the outside horse, Interstate Love Song. So they both have speed. But if Paradise does not run in this race, it'll be harder. Paradise is cross-entered in the Devona Dale at Gulfstream Park. Nikon is a good filly. If all 5 fillies run in this race, then I would pick Nikon to win. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2, Current Yield. She broke her maiden at Tampa Bay Downs by a length and 3/4. But I cannot pick her off that race. She only earned a 67. And when you watch the race, the entire field, I don't know if the entire field, but a bunch of those fillies group up towards the end. And I never like to see that in a dirt race because I think when horses bunch up at the end, it's more of a turf thing than a dirt race thing. So I don't like Current Yield in this race. I know she could improve. Chad Brown trains her, and she was expensive, $400K. But I'm just going to skip her and see how she does. Maybe down the road I'll pick her. Number 3 is Paradise. And like I said, she's cross-entered in the Devona Dale. I don't know if she's going in that race or this race. If she goes in this race, like I said earlier, she might have to duel with the outside filly. We have the clip of her maiden win right here. It wasn't flashy or anything. The whip was out. She's on the lead. She's putting away Betty's Pearl in second. And I believe Betty's Pearl did go on to win her maiden race next time out. But I don't know. It wasn't a great win. It wasn't the kind of maiden win that would blow you away. And she did not earn a fast figure for the race. She only earned an 80 on Breeze. So it wasn't fast, but she could improve. The thing is, like I said, she might have to get involved in a speed duel if she runs here. And so I don't know if I want her to win. I will put her in my top 3 for this race, while there's only 5 fillies. I don't like her on top, necessarily, but I don't know. If the other 2 fillies that I like misfire, the rail filly and the outside filly, maybe she could win. But she's not my top filly in this race. Paradise has a chance, but I'm not going to pick her on top. Number 4, Blazing Brat. She was second in the Sandpiper Stakes at Tampa Bay Downs. And I don't know if she's fast enough. She only earned a 79 in that race. I do like the gap between her and the third place filly. There were 4 lengths there. But again, I don't know. That was a sprint race. This is 1 mile. And she only earned a 79. She was closing at the end. I will have to pass for now. I need to see more. She's making her first start for Beckham Whitworth. And I just want to see how she runs for her new trainer before trusting her. So I'm going to skip Blazing Brat. Number 5, Interstate Love Song. I love the name. And she was second in the Ruthless Stakes. She earned a 95 on Breeze, which is impressive for this level. And we have the clip up here. They're turning for home. Interstate Love Song is on the lead. Unfortunately, 2 bits, she slips through the rail, and 2 bits takes over the lead. But Interstate Love Song never gives up, and I like the fact that they separate from the rest of the fillies. Again, that's usually a sign that they're running fast because the other horses can't keep up. And Interstate Love Song, she tries until the end. And I don't think it was the distance or anything, I just think she got beat by a good filly in 2 bits. So Interstate Love Song, now she stretches out to 1 mile. I don't think that'll be a problem. She just needs a good trip, and it would help if Paradise scratched and ran at Gulfstream instead. I don't know if that'll happen, but if it did, who will challenge her on the lead? The other fillies in this race aren't really speed types. They're more stalking or mid-pack. Well, maybe current yield. Maybe current yield could show some speed. But even when she showed speed in that maiden win, it wasn't blazing speed. 47 for the half and a 6.5 furlong race. So I think if Interstate Love Song has the benefit of Paradise scratching, she'll be left alone on the lead. But if not, she might have to work hard to win this race. That's something you have to think about. So just pay attention to the scratches. And I do think she's a major contender in this race, but it'll be a lot easier if Paradise doesn't run. Here's my conclusion. Nikon is my top pick for the Busher Stakes at Aqueduct, but that's only if Paradise runs. If Paradise runs, I think she'll get in a duel with Interstate Love Song on the outside, and so that'll set it up for Nikon. But if Paradise stays at Gulfstream, then Interstate Love Song will be left alone on the lead, or she'll have very easy speed competition. Maybe Current Yield will try to challenge her, but I don't think much of Current Yield, so Interstate Love Song will have an easy time if Paradise is not here. So either Nikon or Interstate Love Song, or even Paradise, she has a small chance, but she's not my preference. She would be my third preference in this race. Nikon, my top pick for the Busher Stakes at Aqueduct. Let's move on to the Gotham. We start off the Gotham Stakes with Balboa, who was second in the Jerome Stakes on this course. I was kind of disappointed that he didn't pick up the win because at this point he had a length lead and the fractions were reasonable, so I thought Balboa should have won this race. Maybe My World is a good horse, but My World went on to the Saudi Derby, and he did not run well in that race. He faded out of the picture, so how good is My World? I don't know. Balboa still ran a decent race. There was a gap to the third place horse and a big gap to the fourth place horse, so maybe I'm being too harsh. He could contend in this race. He's not my top choice, but he has a chance to win, and I'm probably going to use him underneath. Let's move on to number 2, Hammond. Number 2, Hammond. He was third in the Swale Stakes at Gulfstream Park, and if you use Breeze, the fractions were slow. -9 under 1C, -14 under 2C, and so he had no chance with Solitude Dude on the lead. Given the pace how it was, there was no chance Hammond would have closed and made a race out of it. But Hammond ran a good race. We have the clip up here, and Hammond is the horse with the jockey wearing the orange cap on the outside. And given the pace, there was no way Solitude Dude was going to lose that race. Class President was sort of losing ground there in second, but everyone speaks highly of Class President, so the fact that Hammond was only a length behind Class President is maybe a good sign. So I thought Hammond ran a good race given the fractions and Solitude Dude on the lead. There was no way anyone was going to catch him, so third by 5.5 lengths in the Swale isn't bad, and I'm probably going to use Hammond underneath. He could win too. It wouldn't blow my mind away if he won this race, but I'll use him underneath in this race. Crown the Buckeye is a speed horse, and that's a problem in this race because Balboa is going to show speed, and maybe one other horse is going to show speed, maybe Exhibition Only from the Rudy Rodriguez barn. And so I don't know if this running style will be effective here. He set the pace in the Lecomte Stakes, he set the pace in the Gunrunner Stakes, and I'm just going to pass him based on the pace scenario. It's not like he ran fast races in those races. He got an 84 in the Gunrunner and a 78 on Breeze in the Lecomte Stakes. So I don't like Crown the Buckeye's running style for this race. I'm just going to pass him. We go down to number 4, 4th and 1. He was 6th by 31 lengths in the Winter Stakes, and there's no way I can pick him off that race. I know he had a bad trip. He was wide on the first turn, and he might have broke slowly. I need to watch that again, but I just can't pick him off that race. Even if he had a bad trip, he should have tried harder, and we didn't see it, so there's no way I can pick 4th and 1. We'll just skip him. Number 5, Right to Party. He broke his maiden on January 10 on this course, and 2 back on December 13. He was 3rd by 9 lengths to Iron Honor, so I wonder if he just faced easier horses in that January 10 race, because on Breeze he did not improve his speed figure. He went from 84 to 82, and if you watch the January 10 race, he did not switch leads either, which is a concern. So I wonder if he was just facing easier horses, and when he faced Iron Honor, he was only 9 lengths. He could only be within 9 lengths. I just don't think I could pick this horse knowing that Iron Honor beat him by 9 lengths on December 13. Then again, maybe Iron Honor doesn't handle the stretch out, but I doubt it. I think Iron Honor will handle the 1 mile just fine, so I'm going to skip right to Party. And I have better horses underneath anyway. I'm going to probably go with Balboa and maybe that other horse Hammond to finish underneath in my exactas, so I'm just going to skip right to Party. Number 6, Iron Honor. He broke his maiden on this course on December 13 with a 99 on Breeze, which we just talked about. And he doesn't need to lead to win. You see, he was second by 2.5 lengths off the leader at 1C, and then he took over in the stretch run. So I think this is a good horse. We have the clip up here of the maiden win. You see crossing the channel on the lead. I'm sorry for the small window. I couldn't find this race on YouTube. But crossing the channels on the lead. Iron Honor's on the outside. Where's Right to Party? I believe that's him on the rail with the white blaze. He's dirtied up. And Iron Honor is going to pick up the win, and he's going to grind out the win. I don't think he looks like a sprinter at all. I think he could stretch out just fine. And he picks up the win at the end by about a length. If you go back in Iron Honor's pedigree on a dam line, we go to Pratella, the third dam, and Pratella was a turf router in her career. She won races like the Cardinal Handicap and the Mint Julep Handicap, and the Cardinal was 9 furlongs, as we see right here. So I think there's turf routing blood in Iron Honor's pedigree, and there's Nyquist on top, so it should be fine for 1 mile. And given that he has a good pedigree, he has a top speed figure, and he has a good running style, he doesn't need to lead. He's my choice for this race. I know the price will be short, but I just can't go against him. Iron Honor, my choice for the Gotham Stakes. We go down to number 7, Exhibition Only, and you see he set the pace on his way to breaking his maiden and a maiden optional claimer on this course by 7 3/4 of a length, and he had a 94 on Breeze. The problem is his running style, because Balboa is going to go to the lead, and who else is going to go to the lead? Crown the Buckeye, and I just don't see how Exhibition Only would withstand dueling with those two horses and have enough energy to fend off the closers. I just don't see how it's possible. I don't know. I guess that 7 3/4 length margin is impressive. Is the time impressive, though? That's another question. I just can't pick him knowing the pace scenario, so I'm just going to skip Exhibition Only. And I do realize that Rudy Rodriguez is dangerous. He just won with the pace-setting Talk to Me Jimmy a few weeks ago. But I can't pick Exhibition Only. There's too much speed in this race. Number 8, Creole Chrome. He won a state bred allowance race at Fairgrounds on January 18. That second place horse, what was his name? Tis Mary's Comet is actually a good horse, and he went on to run second in the Ozark. But I read that this horse is not coming to Aqueduct. I think Creole Chrome is going to stay home and run in a Fairgrounds race, so I'm not going to speak too much about him. I don't think he's coming to this race. If he does have a chance to hit the board, but I don't think he's coming. So let's move on to number 9, Dirty Rich. Number 9, Dirty Rich. I don't see how he lasts in this race. There's Balboa, there's Crown the Buckeye, there's Exhibition Only. How does this horse last using his speed? And he faded in a 6 furlong race in his most recent start, the Renaissance, at Oaklawn Park. He was 10 lengths behind the winner, Obliteration. And before that, he won the Advent Stakes at 5.5 furlongs. His 2 wins came at 5.5 furlongs, so how will that work out here? I don't think it will, so I will just assume that the speed will be too much for him, and he's going to fade at the end. It's Iron Honor for me in the Gotham Stakes. I know he has some speed, and I talked about the other speed in this race. I don't think Iron Honor's speed is pace-setting speed. Even though he's stretching out from 6 furlongs to 1 mile, I don't think he needs to lead. Just from watching him visually, I think he could rate. So, I'm not worried about the speed. I think Iron Honor will be okay. And I'll just pick him on top. My 2 horses underneath will be Hammond and Balboa. And I think that'll be my exacta. We have Iron Honor over Hammond and Balboa. And that's my analysis for the Gotham Stakes at Aqueduct this Saturday. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another Derby video.